Good morning, happy Saturday. I'm vlogging again. Can you hear that bird outside? He's right outside my bedroom door and there's a cat in the garden and that's their danger call. Every time I get up and I hear this, I look outside and there's a cat in the garden or like a fox or something. Happy Saturday. I have been awake for ages. It's 11 o'clock, but I was in bed. Doug's just got up to go to the gym. I thought we could spend some time together. I haven't decided if I'm going to show you my whole weekend yet, but I thought this could be nice. I'm going to just get up. I'm going to get some steps in. I'm going to do a little walking, a little workout. And yeah, I've had a little iced coffee in bed. Let me get changed quick. Right, I'm going to get my steps in. I was like, oh, I'll put it off. I was thinking like, oh, I could do it a bit later today. But I just thought, no, just do it now. Stop putting things off. I've got a walking pad and I'm going to read my book while I do it. By the way, if you've not seen my videos before, welcome in. My name's Charlotte. I do vlogging mainly. And if you're a new viewer, welcome back. I realised I forgot to intro. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say apart from we're going to have a good weekend. I had a big old weekend last weekend. I've been going out a lot lately and I'm just like ready for some wholesome energy. My evening plans got cancelled for this evening, so I'm really grateful about that. But I was supposed to be going out tonight as well and I just thought like I can't be bothered. I have these wrist weight things. They're like £2 ones. The thing is, I like know no one ever sees me do fitness on this page, but I am trying to get back into things. I used to be like an absolute gym freak, believe it or not. It's taken a bit of a back seat in the last 8 months or so, but I would like to enter my 30s not feeling terrible. So that's kind of like my MO. Anyway, I'm gonna try walk for like 30 minutes. I do like a TikTok video that I'll link as well that's like a 5-minute arms workout, like, you know, just like a Pilates style thing. I've tried to do that every day for like the last week. I can't tell that it's doing its job yet for my upper body, but it's called bridal arms, which is kind of embarrassing, but it's really good and I've seen like loads of really good results from it. So it's not that I'm trying to get my arms bride ready, it's that I would just like a slightly stronger upper body, that's all. I'm annoyed because my watch like slipped up my wrist while doing that and it says now my workout paused, so I just restarted it. It says I've been working out 1 minute, but I've been walking for like 15 minutes, which is kind of annoying. That was the first time I've done that workout with those little arm weights. Really hard. I'm really weak in my upper body, so yeah, it was really good though. I feel like that's a fun little 5-minute arm workout. I've been doing it at work as well. I've been going into like the toilet and just following my video for 5 minutes with my headphones in so I can do my thing. I realised I'm just really like deeply sedentary. I went to the gym with Doug yesterday and I just don't like going to the gym, so just anything I can do to get moving suits me. Quite stressed on the weekend. I should be like making the most of my time, but for me, like making the most of my time, it's like not doing a lot. Conversely, I say that and I have plans to do quite a lot this weekend. I'm putting my hair in a slick back because I'm going to wash my hair later, but I really should have thought about the fact that I just did an arm workout that felt quite strenuous and now I have to put my hair up. Box of hair tricks. Let's get that comb out. Ultimate tools. Let's oil. Haven't oiled my scalp in ages. I am in dire and desperate need of a haircut. Been like maybe a year since I've had my haircut. One of my really good friends, who you've probably seen in my videos before because she comes to my Friday of the Month club, Lucy. She does my hair and my nails, but she had a baby really recently, so she's been on mat leave since May, end of April maybe, and I just haven't found a new hairdresser yet. I figured it was quite a good time to stop getting my nails done, just for a break and just because, you know, it's money. Just did like a couple of pipettes of this rosemary oil I use, which is the Boots own brand one. You've probably seen this before. I've not got loads left. I'm doing a ponytail today, not a bun, so I don't want like the lengths of my hair really greasy. And do you know what? That might be enough to see me through. Sometimes I'll do gel, sometimes I'll do like wax, sometimes I do both. It depends on how well my hair is behaving and what I'm doing. I always do the comb to get out any bumps. Sorry, I'm back. I put my hair up off camera because basically I like crashed out thinking that I had a bald patch that I definitely don't have. It was just the camera showing up in a weird way, but like I'm totally fine. Let me wash my hands and then I'll do some skincare. My skin's been super dry lately, so I've been really layering up all of the hydration. That is the Beauty of Joseon Glow Replenishing Rice Milk. Do the neck too. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of eye cream. That is the Ceramite eye cream from Drunk Elephant. I've been really disciplined with my skincare lately, and I think it's really paying off, especially with my eye cream. I feel like my eye area is just looking a little bit more refreshed. Just over a year ago, I noticed I had really bad like orbital fat loss and like discolouring from using lash serums, and obviously while you can't undo that, and I was looking into using products like volufiline to undo it, but obviously I'm aware that those have like quite a 50% success rate. It really just depends on like your biological makeup. It really is just dependent per person. But I feel like combined with the use of eye creams and the fact that I've put on quite a lot of weight, which is fine with me, it's like filled out my face a bit more. So I feel like a lot of the really deep sunken hollowness has gone. So I'm very happy about that. This is the Beauty of Joseon Glow Serum. I can tell I'm quite dehydrated at the moment because my skin is just like drinking everything up. On that note, let's drink some more water. I'm gonna wait a little bit and then I'm gonna put some moisturiser on top of that. I'm just having some lunch and I've made some chung fan. I haven't made it. I got this from the Asian supermarket. If you haven't had chung fan before, it's like rice paper rolls, and on the inside of these ones I've got some dried shrimp and some green onion. These obviously aren't as good as like getting them from a proper dim sum place because these were like pre-made. It just splattered on the table. Pre-made, pre-refrigerated. Let me just clean that up. You would serve them like steamed with like toppings and stuff, but I just used what I had in the fridge. I don't have any green onions or spring onions, so yeah, I just love them. They've got a really nice like chewy, bouncy texture. So I ate half the pack and I'm going in for the other half of the pack because I'm still hungry. I wasn't going to have the second half, I was going to save it, but I really want it now. It was so tasty. We are just headed off to everywhere, basically. We want to buy a new barbecue. We're having a barbecue in a few weeks. We want to go to the big M&S. We want to go to Dunelm. We want to go to the charity shops. We're feeling it today. So I'm just finishing this. I shouldn't have had the second portion. I'm really full. Doug's just making some lunch because we're going with his mum. She's going to come pick us up because we love going out with his mum. So yeah, we're going to head out in like, she should be here in like 10 minutes. I got to stop eating this. Let me just throw a bag together. I got these sunglasses in the H&M sale. I feel like most people might not like them. They look a bit stupid, but they're £5. I'm really pleased with them. You know me, I love a funky shade. They're like a brownie colour. You can't really see it, like a brown and a blue. They're a little bit scratched, but for a £5, you know, they're only going to end up getting scratched in my bag anyway. I'll show you my outfit, shall I? I gotta change my shoes. Are you wearing a white t-shirt as well? Mm-hmm. And blue trousers? Mm-hmm. I was going to wear my Birkenstocks, but this is what I'm wearing. Me and Doug are wearing the same outfit almost. Oh, you look nice.
I'm going to wear these to Vine Street Tap tomorrow to be the ultimate...
You're going to get a glass of orange wine?
Performative male.
You need to take a copy of All About Love by Bell Hooks.
I need a Labubu.
And you need a Labubu. You're the Dubai chocolate to my Labubu.
But on the memes, the boy has the Labubu and the girl has the Dubai chocolate.
This man's not even on TikTok, and he knows these trends better than I do. Do you know what? We're back and somehow we've been out like fucking hours. We actually just went out to get a barbecue and looking down now, but I'll show you what we got. We ended up getting loads of stuff and it was like totally a mistake, but it's so fine. We just had a good old mooch. Pink cushion, green cushion. That's the cover around the cushion. We just wanted some like nice cushions for our sofa, so we'll put them on. We needed more colours. Everything's very grey in here. We got this nice green throw from Dunelm. Both of those are from Dunelm. Just really like the texture. It's a bit like old lady-ish, but I think that will either be nice on our sofa or like nice on the other mini sofa or something. You know what I mean? Just introducing some more texture. We got 2 giant frames, also from Dunelm, because we needed them. I got this frame from the charity shop. I don't really like the picture in it, but I like the frame, like the bamboo style of the frame. We went to Marks and Spencer's as well, and I got some food. I got these 2 frames for a crafty project I want to do. I did end up getting 2 La Crusette mugs, green for Doug, orange for me. These are the cappuccino mugs, not the tea mugs, because I wanted something a bit smaller. All of our mugs are really big. That was a frivolous purchase. I also got myself for dinner, I shouldn't have done it, but the Marmite 3-cheese pizza. Doug's parents and him are going out for curry tonight, like a sit-down curry, but I don't really like it, so I'm staying home. But instead I got myself something yummy. I feel like we got something else as well, one sec. We also got a chair from the charity shop, like a white fold-out director's chair that we wanted because we threw one away last year that we already had that broke, so it was £10. I got these 2 plates from Dunelm. These are just like my pasta bowls, but I don't know if you remember, I had both of these in the cream colour and I smashed them both, separate occasions. And we also got, where is it? This for £15 from the charity shop, which matches our existing one. Obviously it just like doesn't look very nice right now, but a little side table, and we just thought it's silly not to really, considering they match. We got that one on Facebook Marketplace. That's a Habitat one. It's originally like £300, but the person was selling it for £45 and it was like perfect condition. And then yeah, this one as well. So really nice. I should probably talk to you about what exactly it is here that I'm doing. I've meant to do this all day. Yesterday I made a wonton mix. I always have these in my freezer. It looks really gross, but yeah, yesterday I made a wonton mix and I re-upped on wonton wrappers, and I've just been meaning to meal prep like a really big batch to have. I want to start taking these in for my work lunches. I bought a little thermos to put miso soup in. I forget that this is like not a quick job, so even though I made the mix yesterday, I was like, I really need to wash my hair. It's like 5 o'clock when we got in. Let me just wrap these wontons quickly before I hop in the shower and wash my hair, because it's quite a messy job, and I'm still here like an hour later. But let me talk to you about what's inside them. What I'll do in the description box is I'll link the first recipe I ever did of them. They're by Cassie Young. I don't know if you follow her on TikTok. She's really just like a great chef, like a home cook, and she was on some TV shows in America, I think. She has a great wonton recipe. She uses pork mince in hers. Obviously, I'm a pescatarian, so I just omit the pork mince. But that's like a good basis. I'm gonna say now that I don't follow a recipe anymore, but that is like a really good start if you want to look at like her filling, what she puts in it. Obviously, I've made like a huge batch today. So I've done in this an entire block of extra firm tofu, a pack of raw king prawns. I think it was like 400 grams. I had 4 chestnut mushrooms, as that was what I had in the fridge. And then I did 2 spring onions, a whole bunch of coriander, oyster sauce, soy sauce, sesame sauce, black pepper, white pepper, vegetable bouillon, I never know how to say that word, like veggie stock, rice wine vinegar. I did a tiny little bit of chili oil, and garlic and ginger. I did quite a lot of garlic and quite a lot of ginger. What I used to do is I used to follow Cassie's recipe, and I used to mince everything by hand. And I do think if you are good at mincing and your knife works good and you're good at dicing, you get like a really nice consistency. But to be honest, I hate finely chopping things. It's like one of my worst nightmares. All my favourite foods are finely chopped and finely diced or involve a level of that to them, and it's just like my most hated kitchen thing. I use a stick blender and I just like blend everything up till it's like a coarse paste. I could have gone a bit finer this time because I did it all, then added tofu afterwards, and I couldn't be bothered to like finely dice all the tofu. I did that last time and I didn't do tofu, I just did prawns and mushrooms, and it's worked pretty well for me. And then I get these frozen wonton wrappers from my local Asian supermarket. They're usually in the frozen section. Let me show you the wrapper. That's what they look like. And I just let them defrost. They don't take long to defrost at all. This, I'm warning you that this batch that I've made, because it's like a double batch, I've used 2 of these packs of wonton wrappers, or I will have, and there are 40 or something in here. So I'm making like 80 wontons. The Cassie recipe, I only need one of those packs. I bought an extra pack to put in the freezer. You can obviously have them straight from fresh if you think you'll get through all of them, but I just freeze a bunch of them because Doug doesn't like dumplings that much. More for me, so it's fine. Freeze them and then you can literally just boil them from frozen. They literally take like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It's just until they float. So I've made one tray and I've whacked them in the freezer, and I'll put them in a bag, and then when I'm done with this tray, I'll put them in the freezer. Should I show you how to wrap them? Cassie's instructions are much better. Wrapper in your hand, like in a diamond shape, so not in a square shape like that, in a diamond shape. The diamond should be like down your middle finger, maybe like just less than a teaspoon of filling. You really don't want to overfill these because if they burst in the water, it's really unpleasant. Wet your finger, go all around the edges of the diamond and then join the 2 points, and then you want to just push out any air. You can be quite forceful with this, get the air out and get a tight seal. Then I just flip it over and then you just get a bit of water, wet that and like cross its legs. Does that make sense? And then you've got a beautiful little boat of a wonton. There's obviously 1,000 different shapes of dumplings and wontons. This is how I know how to do it, and this is how I like to do it. And then yeah, I'll decant them all into a freezer bag after this, like once they're frozen. They obviously like don't need to be gorgeous at all, and I will say I've probably made like hundreds of these in my lifetime, so like I'm pretty well versed with the shape. The first time I ever did it, I overfilled a bunch or like didn't seal them properly and they all burst, and they were still pretty tasty, but it just makes the water a bit manky. So yeah, you can have these in miso soup with rice, however you like them. I like them covered in chili oil and hoisin. I was in the Asian supermarket and they had wonton soup base mix, which looked really good. Typically the week that I start to want to take in hot soup and dumplings and like really warm, comforting food is the week that the heat wave starts, which is supposedly starting from tomorrow. Doug's just gone out for his meal. I need to wash my hair like so desperately, and then I need to do a little bit of work, I think. I'm quite pleased with everything we got. Like we bought too much as usual, but I've got to be done soon. I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. Look, now what do you think of them? They look amazing. I'm so pleased. Okay, let's do a quick count. There's 40 on there, and then there's another 40 in the freezer, so 80. Right, let me park you up here while I figure out what's going on with the freezer. Oh yeah, look, they're nearly done. Oh, cold, hurting my hands. Can I just leave them in there, and then can I find a space for these in here, and then I'll just transfer them over when those ones are fully frozen. I'm fucking smart, me. Oh, sorry, I've got a dripping tap. I feel like it's really, really annoying. It is really, really annoying. I thought I could fix it myself, and then I just turns out I can't be arsed. I've got to email our letting agency. You know what that means? It's time to wash the hair. Look, this is the frame that we got for our Studio Ghibli print. So it's a little bit wonky. We need to just like straighten the mount out a bit, but I thought it looked so nice. We're gonna hang that just like dead center there, just because I think it needs its own space. We're trying to decide like which cushions we like. It's a nightmare. I don't need anyone's help because I'll get really stressed if everyone starts giving me their opinion. But let me show you as well. I got a new plant, which I definitely shouldn't have got, but I wanted something fake for the porch. And okay, so hear me out. I wanted something fake for the porch because the porch is a bit damp and it gets a bit cold. But I just thought like, why are all the fake plants like not even that good and £30 when this is £7.50 and its pot was £5? So yeah, a little beautiful umbrella plant. She's a bit wonky, but that's fine, we all are. So yeah, I've been putting her in the porch. I'm gonna have a tidy up of the porch soon, and I'll do a video probably when I do that. I'm not gonna do this whole like aesthetic shower nonsense because my bathroom's always really dirty. Not dirty, just like not YouTubeable. But I got a new shampoo that I'm gonna try out, rosemary and mint, clarifying jobby. I'll see you when I'm out. I just got my pizza out the oven, and it literally looks fucking insane. I look crazy right now. For lack of sounding obvious, it literally smells like a giant piece of Marmite cheese on toast, which obviously it basically is, but it's like making me so hungry. I was gonna attempt to eat only half. Don't know if I'm gonna manage that. Thought I'd stretch it out across 2 days and make it last longer. Let's start with this and see how we go. I'm gonna watch some TV, got some ketchup and some mayo. I forgot to take a picture of it.
Leaf falls. You can feel the seasons click.
Me and Doug are really disappointed because our plan for tomorrow, we were supposed to go to a tiramisu party tomorrow, which is, there's a baker we like in Brighton called Bimo Baker, and she has Bimo Bakery. She's done a couple of my birthday cakes and like a few special occasions for us. But anyway, she's got a bakery down on Vine Street, and there's also like a nice wine bar next door called Vine Street Tap, and they did a tiramisu party. So it's basically just like a collaboration where she made like 3 different types of tiramisus, and they had them in the wine bar, and we were going to go to that, but I just literally randomly went to go check on Instagram and they've rescheduled it, which is sad. So there's no new date for it at the moment, but that was going to be a large portion of our day. I'm just going to do a hair mask in my hair. This is the K18 molecular repair mask. But anyway, that's fine about tomorrow because it means that I have time to do a little bit of recording. I'm just going to have a cosy day in, which was my original plan anyway. So I'm really looking forward to that. Just get some bits done around the flat, you know, some chores, do a bit of a workout. Probably the same as I did today. Get some food prepping done, get my reading wrap up recorded, do some editing, brush all of that through. My hair is very wet considering it's quite late. I probably will hit this with a blow dryer in a bit. It's not really my bedtime yet, it's still kind of early, but I'm gonna head off and I'm gonna do some editing for the evening. Got some video planning to do, so I'm gonna head off and do that, and I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. What is the time? It is 10:48. I've probably been awake since 9:30. I had a really bad night's sleep again, which was frustrating. I just kept waking up loads and like everything was waking me up. I've been taking my magnesium like I usually do as well. Doug got up early and went to the gym because he was awake anyway. And like I said, I have been awake. I did my skincare in bed. What else did I do? I had a coffee, I just got up slowly, and then I did some work. So I wrote down my latest reading wrap up. I just had 2 books to finish, so I've just been doing that. And I've decided to straighten my hair, which I'm hoping won't take me forever, but it might. I slept with my hair like somewhat damp last night, so I feel like at this point straightening is the only remedy for it. It's just too hot to blow dry my hair. Like I said yesterday, I'm like really actually quite sad that the tiramisu party has been rescheduled because I was really looking forward to going to that, but it's given me a little bit more time back today because it was a bit of an impromptu plan that we made. So I'm going a bit grayer, which is fine because that's like expected. I don't really mind, and it's not really like super obvious or super quick. It just feels like a normal amount of grey. But has anyone else had it where instead of going grey, you go red? My hair has always had like a lot of warmth to it and like copper tone, and like my hairdresser has always pointed out that I've got like streaks of pure ginger in my hair. Not that any of you could see it, but like some of the strands are like bright red. It's always been really hard to bleach my hair because it lifts in a really warm way. And as I've got older, I've noticed my hair has just gotten lighter. Like I'm losing a kind of depth to the colour, which is really normal. My hair's definitely a lighter brown than it used to be, which I know seems funny because it's still like obviously really dark, but my hair's never been black. It's always just been like quite a dark brown, but still like Doug's hair is darker than mine. So anyway, my hair is getting lighter as I get older, fine. I'm getting a few greys every now and then, fine. But I've noticed I'm getting a lot more red, and I haven't even really particularly been out in the sun, but I'm getting red in the places that you would typically get greys. So a lot like underneath here, I've got like a chunk of them in the top of my part, like the bits surrounding my face, you know, where people typically tend to go grey. But I don't know if that's like hair lightens, hair changes with like hormones as you get older. I don't know if that will eventually turn grey. If it does, that's fine. But has anyone else ever had that? My hair is going red instead of grey. I don't think it will sadly ever go fully red. But yeah, interesting. It's just an interesting observation I notice when I do my hair. I've really noticed it in like the last 2 years as well. I promise my hair is not smoking. It's the product evaporating off my hair. I only heat treat my hair about once a week, so it's very good condition. I think we're just gonna have a really slow Sunday, to be honest. I'll come back with my hair straight because it's gonna take me hours. I think we're just gonna have a slow Sunday, to be honest. I'll come back when my hair is done and straightened because otherwise this will take me hours if I'm yapping and straightening. Right, my hair is done. Doug's in the shower, but I'm gonna get him to check the back as I always do when he comes out. I have some filming to do that I'm really putting off. I was just thinking, like, can I skip doing it today and do it another day? And I know I shouldn't, and it's because I'm filming and it doesn't feel like very compelling content for you. But in my head, I was like, oh, I could go to the farm stand actually, because it's a Sunday. What's funny is I've taken you to the farm stand 1,000 times and I don't have a need to take you to the farm stand today. All I really need is mushrooms because I forgot to put them in my food shop, which is coming later. I figured it's more compelling and it gets some of my steps in rather than sitting down and filming. But I do just think it is me being like a bit lazy. Sometimes I just want to enjoy my weekend and not work, and I think that's where I'm at, even though I do have to do some work today because I need to film an ad for something that needs to be submitted. I'm just looking at my to-do list and wondering what I can defer. It's a fun to-do list as well, like it's not an evil one. First things first anyway, I need to like eat something and have some brunch because I haven't done that, and it's not good to make a choice or a decision on an empty stomach. It looks hot outside today. I think the reason I don't want to film is because I don't want to put makeup on. So it's literally like 1:30 and it's a beautiful day. Since I last just like checked in, I haven't done anything. I'm in a really weird mood. I literally just got changed out of my pajamas. I hung the washing out and then I just like sat around on my phone for like an hour and a half. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. It's because I really don't want to film those other bits that I have to film, and I'm super getting in my head about it. So what I've decided to do is stop being a dick, pack my bag, go and get a yummy drink, take some time to be weird about it, just journal. I'm gonna go sit out in the sun and journal somewhere. Hopefully I can sit outside, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna not feel bad about not filming. I will film my ad, but I won't film my other video. When I feel like this, and it's not even like a bad thing, I just feel like unsettled and like unable to decide on anything. I think the biggest thing for me is not forcing myself to do something that I really don't want to do. And that sounds like really childish, but I don't know. It's like trying to ruin my gorgeous Sunday. It's like really embarrassing being in a bad mood, I think. I'm not even like in a bad mood, I'm just in like a nothing mood. So when I come back from my lovely drink and my like half an hour just like reset, maybe I just need to get out the flat. I'm gonna do something creative and something like productive. That's what I always like to do to get out of a funk. And I'm gonna do something productive relating to my appearance, I think. So I'm going to probably laminate my eyebrows or do my eyelashes. And I want to go to a charity shop, and I'm going to go into Waterstones just to look. I know that will definitely perk me up. I'm going to go just to look. I promise I'm not going just to buy. Anyway, I'll take you with me. How bizarre, how peculiar. It's annoying me that I feel like this. Packing my journal and my pen, my fountain pen and my AirPods. I don't know where my purse is. Okay, fine. I've got my purse. And have I got lip balm? Yes, always do. I wish the library was open on Sundays. That's like exactly what I need, I think. I got the paperback of this. On my way back, feeling somewhat revitalised, having spent some money. Never a good sign. I haven't spent loads, but I'll show you what I got when I got in. Just being out in the sun, honestly, has made me feel just a bit more energetic. Trying to get over filming myself in public and really enjoying filming on my new phone. Right, I'm back. Should I show you what I got? I didn't intend for this weekend to be as spendy as it has been. I got a cookbook from the charity shop. This is Nigella at my table. I have really been in the mood lately to have more cookbooks, to start trying out recipes from cookbooks rather than looking at stuff online. And this was £2 in the charity shop. I've been meaning to get it for weeks. It's just been in there the whole time. Luckily, Nigella's books are always in charity shops. Last time I went in there to buy it, the queue was really long and they were like faffing around. So I was waiting for like 10 minutes. I just put it down and left, but it was still there. Coconut shrimp. Sounds amazing. There's just like loads of good recipes in there. I got a pair of jeans, just men's jeans in the charity shop. That's for a craft project, so not that important. I got some post-it notes from the works because I need some for my books. I got some bulgur wheat, which I've been meaning to get from Grape Tree, Whole Foods. I'm going to put some meal prepping stuff on soon, so we'll do that together. And I got 2 books. I didn't mean to. I think I'm going to go on a book buying ban from like now until the end of September because I have bought a lot of books recently. I just like remembered that I can buy books. So I bought Penance by Eliza Clark. I figured it's time for me to read my second Eliza Clark book. And I bought Kitchen Confidential by Anthony Bourdain. This is a special 25-year anniversary with a new introduction by Irvine Welsh.
I probably should have just bought this secondhand, but let's be real, the reason I like went out to buy books wasn't to feel like long-term gratification. So yeah, I actually wanted to get mushrooms and that was the one thing I forgot to get, so that's fine. I'm gonna put some of these away now, or just out. I always leave my new books out so I remember to read them. And then we said we're gonna come home and we're gonna do like either something creative or something to beautify myself, just to feel less slumpy. It's a Sunday, we shouldn't be experiencing a slump on a Sunday. It's because I've got the Sunday scaries like really bad. I had a beautiful strawberry and Darjeeling iced tea from Gales and I journaled for like 10 pages. I'm gonna put my bulgur wheat in the rice cooker. I'm gonna use it as part of my meal prep. I'm just rinsing it. I just do this with my hand. I have a rice rinser that I usually use that looks like this, but the bulgur wheat is too small so it go through the cracks, so I'm just catching everything with my hand. I rinse everything like 4 or 5 times until the water really becomes clear. I feel like most rice cookers are equipped to do like multiple types of grains, even if they don't have the setting on them, because I've got a very basic one that literally just says cook and warm. Most grains I usually do like a 2-to-1 rather than a 1-to-1 because they take longer to cook. Quinoa, pearl barley I usually do. But yeah, I thought we'd try bulgur wheat. It's supposed to be really good for you. So this week for lunches, I'm making miso and then I'm adding my wontons in, you know, the ones that I made yesterday. So I'm just making some miso soup. This is so easy to make. I feel like I probably don't need to meal prep it, but it's just like one less thing to do and then it's just in the fridge, you know? So I'm heating some water, one of these dashi sachets. Dashi is like the fish stock that makes miso, so I've got that from the Asian supermarket. I'm just gonna bring it to the boil. I'm gonna add green onions later. I'm not adding seaweed because I don't like seaweed in my miso soup that much. Not enough to buy it anyway. I'll add some silken tofu, some spring onions, and then I'm gonna add like probably like a 1/4 cup of bulgur wheat just to bulk it out a little bit more because I forgot to get mushrooms and mushrooms would have given me a little bit more sustenance. And then I'll have some wontons in it. The dashi was boiling. I've just taken it off the heat. You don't want to boil your miso. I'm sieving my miso. I'm doing so because I accidentally bought one that wasn't very smooth a while ago. I'm not usually this fussy, but I thought I'd give it a try. I bought my last lot of miso, which is not the smooth one. It's got like chunks of soybean in it, which is really nice. I really like it for like cooking and stuff, but I prefer my soup a bit smoother. So I thought I'd sieve it and it's looking really good to be fair. So I'm happy I've done this. I just didn't see the point of buying another big thing of miso just because I wanted it smooth. So should be done like any second now. Let me show you what it looks like. Looking proper. I don't know what I've done. Oh, there it is. My silken tofu. I really like the texture of silken tofu in soup. I'm gonna just cube it up and put it in the miso. I have got 2 of these. I don't think I'll need 2, but let's have a look. Oh, I like my chunks small. Let's have a taste. All I'm saying is if you've been making miso soup by just doing miso and water, you need the dashi. Let me just have a bit more right now. My food shop's just arrived, so I'm just gonna get everything out. I usually like get everything out and put it in like a category because I always film it for TikTok. What's the time? It's 6:13. I basically went and tidied loads of stuff and like did some bits around the flat and I thought that was really boring. And also Jug was hanging out, so I didn't want to like invade his privacy by filming his Sunday, you know? I bought one of these kits. I've been saying I'm going to do it every day since it arrived, but I bought one of these like DIY lash extension kits, you know, where you go like up underneath. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous to do it on camera, so I don't think I will. I'll just like come in and update you. But I just really wanted something for my eyelashes. I've been feeling like I just need a little something to pick me up visually, but it's just like one of these ones, and I miss having eyelash extensions so bad. I don't think I'm gonna go super long. I think the longest I'm gonna go is 12. I'm trying to think of my lash map. I think I'm gonna go 12, 12. I don't have very long eyes like this way. I'm thinking I might go 12, 12, 10, 10, 8 if I can get that many on my eyes. Who knows, girl? Let me clean my mirror as well because this is so dirty. One sec. I'm gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna tape my eye up. I've got some micropore tape and I'm gonna read the instructions and I'm gonna check in and let you know how I'm doing because I really don't want to do this on camera because it's like my second time ever doing this. The first time I ever did this kind of lash, like 4 years ago, I found it really difficult and it really hurt because I didn't know how to do it properly. And I'm going to tell you what, taping my eye and curling my eyelashes has made all the difference because I never used to curl my eyelashes and all my eyelashes point downwards. So I'd end up just covered in glue. That's quite pretty, I think. And these ones are quite comfortable. I feel like that's perfect. I did 12, 12, 10, 10 and 8, and I'll see how I get on with this eye because this is like my problem eye with my eyelashes because I'm missing a few. But yeah, I think that looks really nice. I'm really shocked. I'm a face sleeper, so we'll see how this goes, but the kit comes with a remover. I'm only expecting them to last like 4 days, but I will redo them before the weekend because I'm going away this weekend. But yeah, they don't drag my eye down either. I'm actually so shocked how nice that looks. We'll see how it looks in like 2 days though. It might look terrible. That's both of my lashes done. I need to sort out my eyebrows, but I think that's really nice. I do think I probably went a little bit low on this side. I like to start my lashes a little bit further in because otherwise they drop my eyes. Really pleased with that. I need to get the washing in, so I'm gonna do that now. I think before I do that, I'm gonna head off for the day. But thank you so much for watching this very long, I think, vlog that spanned over a whole weekend. It's been a while since I've done something like that. If you liked today's video, it'd be great if you could leave a little like or leave a comment, tell me what you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. My upload schedule is every single Sunday and every other Wednesday. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your week.